Welcome to So Do You Like Beauty? Jennifer here, and today I'm going to show you how to look like Dia de los Muertos. Alright, first I'm going to put in my contacts. I'm going to do that off camera, and here they are. Spooky! I forgot where I got them from. And then next I'm going to put in my Ben Nye white makeup. I already have my face primed, so I'm just putting that everywhere on my face except for the places I'm going to have some black makeup. Just put it all over. Then blend it all out with a beauty blender like so. We're going to set that white makeup with the Urban Decay demattifying powder. Just pat it all over the face, just like that. Pat it all over. Now we're going to put on the black makeup. I'm using my Anelli eyeliner. And what I'm doing first is using a cosmetic sponge to put it on. And it's a good way to put a foundation, but I realized it wasn't as effective. So then I changed my mind eventually and then used a eyeshadow brush, which you'll see in a moment. But what I'm doing now is just kind of setting up the stage where I'm going to refine it a little bit more. So then I changed my mind and used an eyeshadow brush as pictured here, and this process is so much more effective. And what I'm doing is just painting over my eyebrows and around my eyes to create the effect of a hollowed skull, as you can see here. And I am also using that same brush with the same black eyeliner to refine my nose a little bit better, so that way I have a sharper looking nose socket. I hope you get the idea here. I'm just pretty much using this brush in lieu of the cosmetic wedge, and I'm just trying to shape my face to look like an actual skull first. Next, I am using my Tarteist Pro palette in the color Punk. It's basically the darkest color. And instead of using all of my eyeliner, I'm now just putting that in the parts that need to be darkened further. So I'm just going to extend that darkness around my eyes, my nose, and my cheekbones. I'm extending the contour of my cheeks. Again, our goal is to look like a skull, so I'm just dragging that down and dragging it over with the illusion that I am a skull instead of a person. And I'm also using a drawing as a reference as well, just so I can keep track of where to contour. We're going to continue to contour, so the places where you would normally contour, like around your temples, around your head, just anywhere to make it look more in depth, and I'm just doing that right now. So where you would normally do contouring on your face when you do normal makeup, that's where I'm contouring with that same brush and that same color. Remember, we want to look like a skull, so I'm going to use my Kat Von D Whiteout lipstick to white out my lips, so that way I have a really good white foundation, and this stuff smells like cake mix. It's awesome. Now I am using my actual eyeliner, Man Eater by Tarte, and I am drawing in some teeth over my lips. Again, our goal is to look like a skeleton, so I'm just using this to draw some lines, and then I go back in and draw little arches over it, so that way they actually look like teeth, as you see here. And again, I'm using that drawing just so I could use it as a reference, so I look as potentially accurate as possible. I'm also going back into the middle of my lips just to create that illusion that there is a gap between the teeth and not make it look like lips. And I'm also using that same eyeliner just to kind of refine my nose and just to sharpen some other areas as well. Now that we have a good skeleton skull looking foundation, it's time to draw the festivities on our face. You could do any combination of things. What I decided to do was do some flowers. I'm drawing freehand a rose, as you can see here, and you could do all sorts of decorations. This is the one I decided to do because I'm pretty decent at doing roses, so I figured this will be an easy peasy kind of thing. And I learned that when you're drawing on your face on a mirror, it gets a little bit challenging, but practice makes perfect. So this is what I'm deciding to draw. So I'm just drawing all the little festive things on my face first, and then we'll go in and color the rest like a fun coloring book. And while I was drawing, I decided let's deepen the skull bits a little bit better. So all the dark places, I'm just going to deepen the color with a variety of colors. I'm going back to using the Tardius Pro. I forgot what color I'm using right now, but you get the idea. I'm just using a variety of the different colors to give my face more dimension and depth, so it's not just one plain color. So I'm just going back in and refining the contours that I've been doing throughout my face. So, and you'll see this a lot. And I'm also adding shadowing to my teeth as well, so they look like actual teeth. And I'm just kind of doing that throughout my face. Now we get to color. I have a new clean brush using my Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette in the color Cavity, and I'm just using that to fill in that rose area as you see here, and just kind of putting little dabs in there just to make it look a little natural. I'm doing it on my chin and on my forehead as seen here. The next color I'm using is Prick, and we're going to go over that same rose just to give it more depth. Same process again as seen here. And yes, we are doing more depth using color Fresh Meat. Same places again. You get the idea now, don't ya? Now we're going to color those little dots on my forehead using the color Root Canal. And again, same process again, where we're just going to dip in and then dab in the little areas like a coloring book. And coloring those little flowers on my cheeks using the color Sweetener. I really recommend this palette because it just makes coloring so much easier, but if you don't have it, it's absolutely fun. You could use any palette, any colors that you want. This is where you get creative with this process. It's new makeup palette time using Thirsty by Jeffree Star and a new clean brush. I'm using color Splash to fill in the blanks for the leaves there. And I'm pretty much just going to do some refining on some of the other parts of my face using that same palette. So you'll see pretty much I'll fix up the other flowers and I'll fix up the leaves and all the good stuff. You get the idea, right? Good, good. Contouring is not done. We're going to go in with Makeup Geek with darkest color, and I'm just going to use a dirty angular brush and contour my neck and my chin just to really make me look like a floating skull. So I'm just going to go in and contour in those areas as you see here. And now we're going to do some cleanup using the Ben Nye White Makeup, and I'm just refining some of the areas and any fallout on my face as you see here. Really straightforward, just cleaning up the place. And then I decide let's do some more refining of the contour area. So I'm just using that Tarteist Pro palette and just smoothing out some of those areas just to make them look a little bit more softer. Using the same palette but different brushes, I'm refining the teeth so they look more 3D, just adding the same kind of colors. And then I'm also going to do that underneath my lips so it looks like it's an actual skull again. So just refining a little bit more. And now it's time to accessorize. I have these really extra large flowers that I have pinned in my hair, and then I have this flowery scarf that I'm going to use as a mantilla just to cover the rest of my body, so it's just mostly my face showing. And then I believe I do have another flower hair clip, so that way I could clip in that scarf into my head. And let's check out that final look. Ta-da! Here is the final look for my Dia de los Muertos skull face. Very simple if you have some white makeup and lots of eyeliner. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to So Do You Like Beauty. All our links are down below. So until next time, you guys are the best. Love you all. Okay, bye!